Okay, I think I'm streaming again, probably. Yeah, alright, there we go. Welcome back, everybody. I'm very sorry about, the, issues we had last time. I didn't even realize it stopped streaming, so, I was talking to fucking nobody for, like, 10, 15 minutes, whatever. Where did I leave off, before it stopped streaming? Oh, right. I was talking about how, I was talking about the criminalization of, drugs. I think making, like, the use of drugs a criminal offense is the most stupid-ass shit. Like, okay. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think that like, you have to have the most fucked up, warped perception of reality to justify, like, putting drug addicts in jail. Like, the fuck? Like, this guy's annoying. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking bother. I'm just gonna pearl away and hope he gets bored. Oh no, are you Okay, well, I lagged out. That's great. Alright, I'm gonna relog. Anyways, where was I? Yeah. Like, nobody should go to jail for, like, struggling in life. Like, imagine, like, you are already, like, at, like, such a low point in life that you're addicted to fucking heroin. Like, you rely on heroin for happiness. And it's not actual happiness. Like, imagine being addicted to heroin, right? Like, your life has already gone down the shithole. Like, I can only... And then, just to make everything worse... Oops, I didn't mean to... Okay, that doesn't matter anyway. Just to make matters worse, you go to fucking prison. Because of a personal issue that doesn't negatively affect anybody else. Like, I don't understand why anyone would go to jail for a victimless crime. Like, that is the dumbest shit. Like, people that are addicted to drugs, like, don't deserve to go to jail for it. Like, they deserve help. Like, now, whether we can provide that is a completely different debate, which I'm not gonna get into, because that's more of, like, that's less of, like, an ethical/moral dilemma, and more of, like, well, do we have the financial resources as a country to provide people with this? And, you know, the answer might be sorta. The answer is probably sort of, but, like, we can afford resources, but then, like, we're using way too much tax money for something that isn't really, like, that good. Like, it probably wouldn't end up being any good. I'm on, Ectory, by the way. Hey, babe. Hello, Ethan. I'm also gonna change the thumbnail after the stream. I'm just too lazy right now. I'll change it, eventually, probably. But yeah, for anybody that's, watching this as a, like, an unlisted live stream series, like, hello, welcome back, everybody. I would assume that people would watch them I mean, I guess you could binge watch it, but, you know, that's one of those things where, yeah, so basically, I was streaming before, right, and, my Wi-Fi took a big fat dookie, and then it automatically stopped streaming. So, but then my Wi-Fi stopped taking a big fat dookie, and now I'm streaming again. But it's a separate stream because my previous stream fucking ended, which actually annoys the shit out of me, and I really hope it doesn't happen again, but I can only hope for so much. I can only hope for so much, and I'm getting these awful lag spikes. So that's not a good sign. So I might end it if it, like, on purpose, if it, like, keeps doing that. Like, way too much. But yeah, I was basically just talking about how, like, you have to be a shitty person to, like, justify, like, putting drug addicts in jail. Like, it's like they are already fucking suffering. Their lives are already shit. And then you're just making it worse by, like, imprisoning them. Like, the fuck? Like, how can anybody possibly justify that? Like, I don't get it. I was, if for anybody that wasn't watching the previous stream, I also, you can watch it later as, like, an unlisted live stream if you want to hear my thoughts on, legalizing suicide. As absurd as that my opinion may sound at first, like, wait, what? But suicide is bad. Like, so why do you want it to be legal? Like, what? But, at the end of the day, like, forcing somebody to suffer is not the way to go about shit. I guess there's more gray area when it comes to, like, preventing people from, like, you know, abusing drugs. But, like, when it comes to, like, yes, I'm still on the MCPE grind. You are correct. But, when it comes to, like, preventing someone from making themselves suffer, like, I'm not entirely sure about that. Because, on one hand, like, you could make a very weak and incorrect argument towards, about, like, oh, well, technically the drugs actually are what make them happy. Like, short-term, yes. Long-term, no. But at that point, they're not... And I guess you can make the same argument, like, for people that want to commit suicide, which is that they're, not in the right headspace. But I think the difference there is if they are clinically in the wrong headspace, like, without drugs, then that's sort of, like... That's a whole different concept. Like, if someone is, how do I say this? If someone is cognitively capable of, like, having, like, fully fledged thoughts, right? Like, so basically someone who's not on drugs, then... Like, I think that's kind of different, and at that point. Oh my god, I'm lagging. I am fucking laggy. Holy shit. I don't appreciate the lag, but that's okay. No, I'm not good. I'm actually disconnected? Are you You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be fucking... Okay. This stream is going to shit because of my Wi-Fi. It is 100% my Wi-Fi. Nothing I can do about it. It's quite sad, actually. Like, other than that, I was having a good stream. Yeah, I hit 5k ping, and then I fucking disconnected. Which annoys the shit out of me, but then again, what can I do? Fucking, what was I gonna say? I have a terrible attention span. Yeah, I think you're probably good. But it's hard to tell. I wonder if Ghost is watching the stream. I have no idea. Oh wow, my hits are actually registering. That's nice. No way. Great, my ping is going up. Yeah, I got that Hurricane Ethan Wi-Fi. You're not wrong. I think I was, like, doing some sort of tangent over, like, shit that's completely unrelated to the game, but now I genuinely have no idea what I was talking about. And it's weird, because I was so focused on it for, like, the last thing I remember was about, like, criminalizing, it was from, like, the last stream when I was talking about, like, criminalizing, the ethics behind criminalizing fucking whatchamacallit, drug addiction, but after that I don't remember. I think it was, like, the same topic, but I don't remember what points I made. So, I guess I'll just talk about different shit. That's the weird thing about me. Oh, right. I was, comparing it to, oh yeah, I was making a comparison. That's what I was focused on. Now I remember. Boy, does my head hurt. But, if you are cognitively capable of, like, making that decision for yourself, like, as in, like, you're not, like, fucking high or whatever, you're not, like, as opposed to, like, oh, well, I am high, I do more drug. Like, obviously, you're not in the right headspace if you're addicted to drugs, right? But, yes, W stream indeed. But then again, I guess you could argue that, like, if you are clinically depressed, like, that is not an issue that's necessarily as easy to fix. And for a lot of people, it can be an unfixable issue. And in which case, I do think that they have the right to, like, end their own suffering. Like, because if you think about it, like, from a logical standpoint, like, if you experience more negative emotion than positive emotion, then your life is really not worth living. And that's how I feel about myself, at least. Is right now, my life definitely isn't worth living, but there's still a part of me that hopes that it will be in the future, which is why I haven't, like, committed suicide. But because it's, like, for me, I see it as, like, a strategical thing, right? Like, okay, you know, there's a chance that I end up enjoying my life later, and I don't want to risk, like, you know, because then, proportionally speaking, the emotions I experience in my life, in terms of negative and positive, are going to be terrible, and then I will have ended my life without fixing that proportion, right? Like, I'm thinking about it four-dimensionally, and at that point, then it will have all have been for nothing, right? But if I'm, like, in my late 30s, and, like, I'm, like, I already have, like, my career established, and there's nothing I can do differently to make my life better, I've tried every fucking antidepressant. If I'm at that point, then I think that at that point, I will probably just, you know, say, you know what, it was a good attempt, but ultimately, I've realized that life fucking sucks, it's not going anywhere, which I know is a really dark thing to be thinking about, yeah, I don't think this is attracting any viewers, yeah, no, there's like one person watching the stream, so thanks to whoever the one person is. My stream must be really fucking bad. I hope there's, like, nothing wrong with the, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill you. I didn't know your controller died. I think if I talk about dark shit, my regular audience probably is not gonna be, interested in that for the most part. I'm not sure, but, I think I'm probably gonna end up with, like, a few people that enjoy the streams where I talk about, like, really, like, dark shit, like my thoughts on, like, the ethics of suicide. Like, you know, and at that point, I'm just gonna give my unfiltered opinions, because, like, I don't care if I get canceled for saying, like, I think suicide should be legalized, because honestly, it should. Like, it's a personal decision, is it? And at the end of the day, like, I've made this point a million times, so I'm gonna say it for the last time, like, because at this point I'm beating a dead horse. Like, forcing someone to suffer is arguably just as bad, if not worse. I'd say it's just as bad. Maybe not worse, but just as bad as encouraging someone to commit suicide. Like, I genuinely think that is a worse thing to do. and oh my god. Are you fucking... Where's my fucking... Where did my... Okay, we're back. Well, that's annoying. But we're back again. As I was saying, something that pisses me off is, and I'm not trying to, like, make anybody feel bad about this, because I get it, but, like, there are a lot of people that have the strongest opinions over this that are contrary to mine when they've never actually experienced it. It's like, unless you've been suicidal in the past, like, I don't think you have a right to say like say that, oh yeah, I'm going to determine whether or not you are allowed to end your own suffering. Like, that's such a fucked up, like, if you've never experienced it, if you haven't even had a suicidal thought, and you're of the opinion that you should, like, the physical measures should be taken to prevent people from committing suicide. Like, that's kind of I don't want to say it's, like, a shitty opinion to have, but I kind of think it is, in a way. Because you're, like... Because at that point, it's, like, you haven't come to, like... And I think it's a shitty opinion no matter what, but, like, at least if someone was, like, suicidal in the past, and the only reason they're still alive is because somebody saved their life, and now they're happy about it. But I think that that's such a rare occurrence, where it's like, but like, what if somebody committed suicide and it was like strategical? What if they were strategically committing, and maybe this helps with that in a way, because the people that are unsuccessful in committing suicide are doing so less strategically and more in the moment. But and maybe that in a way it weeds out those people, so that the only way to commit suicide is strategically, so it's more of a long-term decision. And I sort of get that, but at the same time, I think that there should be like maybe like not legal, I don't know, like maybe some way to get, I think people have the right to euthanize themselves, but if it's for mental health reasons that are unfixable, I think that's one of those things where, like, you have to really make sure, if you're gonna assist somebody, if you're gonna assist suicide, then I think there needs to be precautions that are taken, and people need to, like, make sure, like, I don't know if that makes sense or not, but, like, like, I think ultimately, like, if you're you know, if you're an adult and you want to commit suicide, you know, I think you have the right. Like, at the end of the day, I'm going on a tangent, so I'm gonna stop now. I've already been canceled, probably, by now, because I've said that, but whatever. I'd rather give my actual opinions that are valid and based off of logic and reasoning, and then, oh no, what if I get canceled because I have an unpopular opinion? What will I ever do against the army of K-pop stans on Twitter that are gonna, you know, take everything I say out of context anyway? Like, oh no. But ultimately, that's, you know, they can do that if they want. I don't care. I think cancel culture is one of the most interesting things, because sometimes it can actually do good. Like, if you're canceling, like, an actual, like, pedophile, and, like, they have been proven beyond a reasonable doubt that they're a pedophile, right? Like, they are clearly a fucking, like, they clearly, you know, have, like, committed, like, fucking crimes, you know, like, with, like, children, literal children. They have knowingly committed these crimes, right? and it's very obvious, then cancel culture is okay. But when it's for something like, oh, this guy said the hard R N-word 10 years ago, and he's not even black. Like, that is the dumbest shit to cancel somebody over. It's like, how is that, like, how does that, like, how does someone trying to be offensive when they're a teenager, like, warrant such a reaction? Like, oh, we should tell their employers that they were trying to be edgy when they were a teenager and made an unfunny joke that was mildly offensive. Like, it's the weirdest thing to me that I don't understand entirely. Like, why people get, like, so heated over shit that's, like, in the past and that don't, like, shit that doesn't reflect who people are today. Like, it would be one thing, I think if, and even if someone were to, like, I don't know, tweet the N-word or something today, like, I think that if you genuinely have an issue with that, if you find it that offensive, right? I'm not saying that's something people should say, but ultimately, my personal opinion would be, like, you're not gonna convince them by, like, trying to, by contacting their employers. Like, fear-mongering and, like, trying to, like, have this, like, mentality of, like, okay, if we get them to be, like, afraid to, like, say stuff, then they won't do it anymore. And sometimes that's the case, but that's just gonna get them to despise you and oftentimes double down. A much better approach would be, like, hey, that wasn't a cool thing to tweet. Like, I get you were, like, just joking, but, like, it just wasn't that funny. And then you will have just fucking destroyed them. Like, okay, like, you know, maybe it's not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't get offended by it personally. But, you know, I'm also not going to, I'm not really gonna do it either, if that makes sense. I'm not gonna go on Twitter and, like, try to get a reaction, because at the end of the day, one, I don't care enough, and two, it's like, I see both sides of it. It's like, okay, you know, from the perspective of, like from the perspective of someone who, like, sees it as, like, they genuinely see it as, like, this awful thing. They see it as something that's an attack. They see it as an attack on either themselves or, like, a group of minorities. And that is genuinely how people see it. Is that the correct way to see it? Obviously, I don't think it is. But, how are we supposed to stream snipe you when playing the Xbox version of MMC? Well, I mean, I could get on MMC maybe later, and get stream sniped there, but most of my viewers play Bedrock, so, because I'm a Bedrock YouTuber, so, most of the people watching this don't play Java, so, and I play Java very rarely, so that would just be tragic, like, the amount of pots I would lose by, like, I'm already terrible at playing when I stream, but, I'd be even worse on Java. Because then I'd actually have, because I'm already terrible on Java when I'm, like, trying and, like, genuinely sweating. But yeah, I might do some Java content in the future, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna switch to Java. Like, I'm never gonna fully switch to Java. I might just end up playing both versions. But I will always main, like Bedrock, like, as dumb, as fucking cheesy and horrible as this sounds, like, Bedrock does have a special place in my heart because it's what I grew up with. Like, even though it's so different today from what it used to be, it's like the version that I grew up on. Like, I remember when I was, like, 8 years old or whatever, maybe 9 or 10, like, 10 at the oldest, and, I had Minecraft Pocket Edition, on my iPad, and it was like my first survival world, and I figured out that, you have to mine stone. Like I think yeah, my best friend at the time taught me that you have to. The reason why I couldn't get stone was because I was using my fist, and so he made a wooden pickaxe for me, and it's like, oh yeah. And also, when you get stone, you can like get like a stone pickaxe, and then you just throw away the wooden pickaxe or just like not make any more. And then I dug a hole in the side of a cliff. I think I built like a small staircase up to it, or some shit like that. But yeah, I dug like a hole in the side of a cliff, and that was my house. This was like in whatever 0.8.0. I think was the version, the first version I played on, one of the first versions I played on, which was a long time ago. I don't remember entirely, but I know it was 0.8 point something or earlier. And I remember I was genuinely I remember I was like at first I was like genuinely terrified of like going out at night and like fighting the mobs, because like I didn't want to lose my stuff, which I think at one point I actually did. I don't remember how I lost my stuff, but I think I did at one point, and I was fucking pissed. I don't know, maybe that was a different world. I mean, to be fair, the original like Pocket Edition worlds were like actually like tiny. Like they were like 256 by 256. I don't even think you can make them anymore in modern Bedrock. Like I think you only get infinite and flat. But man, those were like the days. And like I remember like the grass was like super green and shit as well, because they didn't have like I think they had different biomes technically, but like they didn't look any different or some no, I think it was like all the same biome, because like or at least I don't know, I'm not sure. I mean, there was like different types of trees and stuff and like different generation, but I think it was all the same biome. And there weren't even, like, the idea of, like, a cave was, like, a foreign concept to me. Like, I didn't even know that caves were a thing unless it was, like, there was, like, one specific seed where, like, a cave, like, just so happened to, like, somehow generate, because the generation was, like, broken, like, sometimes, but it wasn't, like, meant to generate that way, and it just so happened. But, like, there was, like, a cliff that somehow, like, generated in a way that, like, ended up creating, like, this cave-like formation, which for today's standards wouldn't be very good, but like back then that was like the coolest shit imaginable. Like, oh my god, there's a cave? This seed has a fucking cave? Holy shit, that seed is that's fucking bonkers. Like, I keep forgetting that I have a who was I? Okay, I was fighting this guy. And like that was insane. And I remember there was like the nether reactor, but I actually used to duplicate diamonds. There was this one seed called ray gun, where there were 9 diamonds at the bottom, and I really liked using that seed because I could just get diamonds right away. Like it was like you literally spawn on top of a tree, right? And then you dig straight down, and then you obviously get wood. You dig straight down more, you get stone. You dig straight down more, you get iron, and then you dig straight down more, and you get diamonds. Like, you literally only have to move, like, on the Y, like, you don't even have to move on the X or Z coordinates to, like, get diamond on there. And I would duplicate those 9 diamonds over and over again. And the way I justified it is actually kind of valid. I still kind of agree with the justification, which is that, like, obviously, when a world is 256 by 256, like, that's a finite resource. And then when you've crafted, like, the last tools and armor out of it, and they lose they finish losing their durability, then that is a resource that has just gone extinct. Like, there are no more diamonds. There are no more diamonds. Like, you have used the last of them. And I always thought that was such a wacky concept to begin with. Like, the whole like, the whole idea of, like, yeah, there's, like, this finite resource. Like, what happens when you use it all? You just run out. I don't know if I, like, because, like, there are people that, like, have, like, entire 256 by 256 areas mined in, like, their long-term survival worlds. Like, that's not that uncommon. Like, does it take a while? Yeah, but it happens. And obviously they have, like, more, like, efficient mining because, like, there's enchantments, and obviously those didn't exist back then. But it was such a weird I kind of wish that I still had my old, like, survival worlds, like, oh no. Am I lagging again? That's great. That's wonderful. I love when this happens. It's my favorite. Bruh. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess the lag just fixed itself. I guess it's not an issue anymore. Oh my god. What the fuckity fuck? I don't know if it's even streaming. Oh, it's the server. Is it the server? Someone said lag. Is the server being DDoSed? I'm 17. Also, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you could make it. Yeah. Looks like I haven't had any, frame loss, so I'm gonna, turn up the, bitrate a little bit and hope for the best. So I'll put it at a little bit higher. And then reset the stats, and just hope that everything just works. Yeah, whatever. I was getting a little bit, sick of Ectory anyway, so. Well, anyways, it got DDoSed or some shit, I don't fucking know. I can't be asked to care, but, stream quality is good? Oh, alright, well, thank you. I'm glad that it's good. I thought it was bad. Maybe it's because my Wi-Fi is doing a little bit better. What? You've joined? Huh? What? Huh? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's just the position and queue that I'm in. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I'll just wait. I can't believe, like, there's, like, an entire fucking queue system on this. This server is actually, like, say what you will want about this server, like, I agree, it's a shit server, but, at the same time, it is kind of popping off. Like, it is successful. Whether I like it or not. And I definitely don't like it. I don't think it deserves to be successful at all. I think it's a shit server. Like, the FPS is just terrible. It's, like, so choppy. Like, everything about the server feels bad and choppy. I like, even when you get used to the KB, like, everything still feels choppy. I don't know what it is. But, yeah, I don't even know anymore. But, fuck this, I can't be asked. But, yeah, so hopefully, do you ever just have, like, a thought, you're just thinking about some shit, and then, I'm gonna get on Krisu. Sorry for hopping over a bunch of hopping? No, like, sorry for, switching which server I join over and over again. I know that that's kind of annoying, but, I'm on Krisu again. Yay, I guess. Boy, I don't know what it is. I just got dehydrated as shit. I'm gonna drink water. Anyways, where was I going with this? Fucking hell. How long ago did I start streaming? When did I, if I go back, I'm scared to look. Okay, only 34 minutes. But then that's plus the, previous live stream, which was, 44 minutes, it looks like. Though it might be shorter because obviously it lagged out at the end. So I don't know if that includes that or if it just stopped streaming right away. But either way, yeah, I've been streaming for a good hour. I don't know if I want to call it quits here, just stop streaming. I don't know if people enjoy watching this, like, longer form of content a lot, or if this gets boring for people. I have no idea. I don't know if this is entertaining. I mean, obviously, I don't have very many concurrent viewers as of right now, which is a little bit sad, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of hurts to see. I mean, you know, I don't blame anybody for it, you know. I, too, have a terrible attention span. As much as I love long-form content, it's not always gonna be the first thing on my priority list of things to watch. I'm starting to run out of things to talk about, so I might stop the stream soon, because I don't want to force my what the fuck? What the fuckity fuck? Oh, did I kill him? No. No? Okay, well, did he... What? Okay, that's weird. I mean, I'm not... Oh my god, I'm having, like, a heat stroke. What the fuck just... Oh. Okay. Oh, I was fighting this guy. That's the issue. I'm also having a heat stroke right now. I think I've been talking too much. Yeah, man. Okay, I'm being a little bit quiet. I'm being a little bit quiet, which is a sign that the stream does not it doesn't need to continue for much longer. I mean, I'm running out of things to say. We already had our philosophical discussion of the day. I think that that's good enough. You know, talking about my philosophy and shit, you know, it was fun while it lasted. But, you know, I don't want to, you know, force myself to stream longer than I need to. I mean, obviously, you know, I can stream whenever I want. Also, do you guys like my pack? Let me know in chat or in the comment section if you're watching this when it's a video. Yo, Lyrios, who's the best MCPE player in your opinion? Well, me, obviously. What? You think it's something? Nah. If I'm gonna be totally honest, I think it depends on the day. Like, for at least in terms of like at least for legit players, like the level of skill is gonna be different on any given day, because sometimes you just feel it and sometimes you don't. Like, there are some days where I can beat people, like, sharpness. Like, I mean, I clipped him. So that was obviously one of those days. And it was on Zika, too, and I'm terrible on that server. I wish that I had the opportunity to, fight people like that on Velvet on one of those days. But Velvet isn't even online right now. And then there are other days where you just play like shit and get 10-potted by a random. Like, it really depends on the day. Like... It's like one of those things where, like, it's like not even, I'm not gonna call it luck-based, because it's definitely not luck. It's just the day. It's just about, like, how are you feeling? How is your game sense on a particular day? And I think that applies to, like, every legit player. And even some closet cheaters. Oh, hi, welcome to the stream, Batians. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Yeah, why, my hits are not registered. My hits are not registering, nor is my, pronunciation of the English language anymore, because I'm fucking kind of tired, because I've been doing this for, like, over an hour. Well, I mean, I know, well, this stream specifically, technically is only, like, what, 45 minutes, but then there was the other stream that was, like, 45 minutes before it, you know, before I had technical difficulties, and then I began this stream, like, not long after, so I've been talking to a microphone for kind of a while. Like, it's, you know, the stream is going strong. The stream is going strong. I must say. I'm gonna... Oh god, I'm dropping 17% of the frames. Okay, well, that's good to know that that's in the red. So now I know that, alright, what about, 12,000? Will that have issues? I don't know. Only one way to find out. Now there's 0 people watching the stream, so now I'm just... Alright, yeah, I think, yeah, now there's, well, hopefully there's someone. Oh wait, no, there's still someone watching the stream. So thank you to the one person that's actually watching this. What was I gonna say? Fuck, I have the attention span of a 2-year-old. I don't even know what it is about me and my attention span being so bad. Boy, this is great gameplay. I'm definitely not laggy as fuck. Maybe it's the server. Nah, I doubt it. But anyways, I'm gonna end the stream now. I think that this was a good stream. Probably, sort of. So, anyone, if you've made it this, fuck, I can't even fucking speak anymore. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I do genuinely appreciate, anybody who made it through the entire stream somehow. Whether they watched it unlisted or live, doesn't matter. I appreciate the shit out of you. But that will conclude today's stream, so I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye, everyone. I will see you all in the next video or stream. You never know. I might do more streams. You never know. It depends on how my Wi-Fi works. Anyways, I'll respond to a few messages first. Any tips on pearls? Yeah, I guess if you throw them, at and this works on most servers, and you can see this in my videos, on this channel. If you throw the pearls at, like, a player's, like, feet or legs, fuck, I can't even speak. If you throw it at their feet or legs, then they will take more knockback. Anyways, that will conclude today's stream. Goodbye, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it.